little video got interrupted, so I'm back. And I was saying, I was on this path to just being a better person anyway. So like, no, I paid attention to what the thing that I was doing that made me just be better. So I stopped littering. I stopped just going into the store and doing anything. Stop putting frozen stuff on the clothes. Like I started opening doors for people. I started not instead of throwing stuff out of my car, I would keep a little bag in there. I started just being really, 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 really nice to like anybody who was close to me. They got it. Like I would bring a gift. I would bring something to eat. I would just, and it was just I gave this good person to everybody. And God was showing up still. But I will bump into these people who will make you say, "See, that's why I don't do that no way. That's why I don't be on that." And so it hit me like because the good is not the God. It's not about how good you are. I heard this from someone and it just floored me. It's not about how good you are, wherein you get things. It's about how good God is. And then once you realize that God is within you and you are sending off signals to the universe, that God is working in synchronicity and it will come to you. But you have to work on those things first. How do you become better? Just make it up in your mind that you're going to do better every single day. Then look, if you're already that good person and you know you got that good heart, one of the things when I started cleansing my heart, when I started to meditate, I would have weird things coming in to my meditation. And I was like, I get up like, but it's something back there. It's something subconsciously that you've been holding on to. So I would stop it and I would do it again a little bit later on because you have to understand you are now dealing with yourself. So I had already got all the friends out that I didn't think that was supposed to be there. I had already did, my goodness is my God thing. I had already did worked on all of that. Now at the end of the day, when you do all of that, when you cut out the distractions, when you cut out the people, when it's just you, that's when you realize it's my mind. Yeah. Yeah. You realize you have been stopping yourself. So let's go on to the next one. God is close to a contrite heart. When I lost my father, God rest his soul, and I went to go be around my mother. So it was something that ended up happening because she didn't raise me, and so it was something that ended up happening where I completely lost my cool, and I was at home, and I was sitting on my bed and I was crying. I was crying like so hard. Like I don't think I ever cried this hard before, and I was like, God, I'm sorry, and this and this and this, and like as clear as day, y'all know he will come and give you something that you didn't even see coming. I was like crying, 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 and something stopped me. Like it was quick, and I was hyperventilating and everything, and all of a sudden it was like, and so, and it was because that was the part I forgot. It felt like someone sat on the bed, which I know there was nobody there. It's just me by myself. But it felt like someone sat on the bed. And I was like, then I straightened up. I didn't even look over. I was just like, it was nothing for me to look at because I knew nobody was there, but it stopped me from crying that hard. And I was just like, I was deflated. And it just rolled. It was like, I took you from her for a reason. In my head. Now, I would have never said that to myself. So where did it come from? God, spirit, source, right? And I was like, did I just hear that? Like, those words actually play in my head? Like, that's weird. So then I started thinking about the things. Oh, You were supposed to have supervised visits, but you wanted to go over and you would sneak over after school when you were young. As soon as you got your first car, you're the one that went over there to see them. Now you're 30. When you turned 30, you came to her. Now that you're 40, you came back to her. You're doing this to yourself. I took you to from her for a reason. Those weren't all the words that I heard, but I'm just saying, when I started to play it in my mind, like, oh, and so it was like, you don't want to keep going back. And that's when I was like, whoa. And then I applied that to my whole life. Like, I ain't never went back to nobody but this one. And that's why he used her, because that was the only way I would have even listened to him, was through somebody very, very who was very, very important. I'm not my heart is not contrite over no man. My heart is not contrite over somebody in the street. But the way that I felt, as a man think in his heart. Oh. Because I was so hurt. It was like he had to speak.